大谷翔平&ドジャース、特別な日を勝利で飾る。日本時間4月15日、米国時間14日、MLB の伝統的な、ジャッキー、ロビンソン、デーに、ロサンゼルス、ドジャースは本拠地ドジャースタジアムでコロラド、ロッキーズとの3連戦第2戦に臨んだ。情報元、スポーツネット LA。この日はすべての選手がロビンソンの背番号42を着用し、人種の壁を越えた偉大な功績をたたえた。注目された打線は、大谷翔平が1番、続いてベッツ、フリーマンという豪華布陣。しかしベッツやテオスカー、ヘルナンデスの体調不良、フリーマンの足首不安など、主力選手が苦難に直面しているにもかかわらず、チームはここまで12勝6敗、108勝ペースという好成績を維持。シーズン序盤のトラブルはつきもの、むしろチームの底力が問われるとき、とロバーツ監督も自信を見せた。また、大谷はこれまでランナーなしで打席に立つケースが多かったが、下位打線の奮起によりチャンスが広がることが期待されている。MLB 解説陣も、心配はいらない、とファンに呼びかけている。この後はロバーツ監督のインタビューや専門家の分析を、日本語字幕付きで引き続きご覧ください。
Here's a look at how Dave Roberts is stacking his lineup on this Jackie Robinson day. You've got Shohei leading it off, followed by Mookie Betts and Freddie Freeman. Teoscar Hernandez out for the second straight game with a bit of a stomach bug. Will Smith does the catching and bats cleanup. Then it's Michael Conforto in left. Tommy Edmonds at second base, Max Muncy at third. Chris Taylor will get the start in center field, and Andy Pages is over in right. And even without Teo in the cleanup spot last night, the Dodgers' top four combined to go 9 for 17. You had Shohei and Mookie. They both hit home runs. Freddie, Will Smith, Jerry, they had multi-hit games. They really carried the load for that offense last night.
And listen, that's what we expect. Listen, there are a special group. Three of those guys, obviously, we talk about all the time as being former MVPs. Ohtani, the reigning MVP, Mookie and Freddie as well. Smith has really swung the bat to start the season as well. Anytime you get production like that out of your top four hitters, 9 for 17 with 2 bombs, you have a great chance to win a ball game.
Yeah, we're not surprised. I mean, we know that they have superstars at the top of the lineup, and we've been talking about the Dodgers lineup since this was created, and how important it is. And even when we're looking at the lineup and say what sticks out to us, we often always go to the bottom, right? We always can go to the bottom and say, hey, listen, figure out a way to get on, to turn it over, to get those guys at the plate with guys on base so they can do some damage. Well, they definitely did some damage yesterday. Hopefully they continue, and hopefully we can get that bottom part of the lineup and get going.
Well, and the Dodgers have certainly had to deal with a fair amount of adversity this early season. You had Mookie lost about 18 pounds, was sick for a couple weeks. Freddie Freeman slipping in the shower, re-injuring that surgically repaired ankle. Blake Snell having some shoulder issues as well, Nomar. And then you've got the stomach bug. It's affecting Kike Hernandez and now Teoscar Hernandez. So some unusual things happening that might be impacting somewhat of their rhythm early on this season.
It might be impacting them. No, obviously, we always say no one's going to feel sorry for them. Injuries and things like this are a part of it. It's a long season. It's a marathon, and they know that. I always talk about having depth, having guys that have to step in. This is no different. Guys have to step in, go out there, and get the job done. Beginning, you say this every time at spring training. Dave Roberts addresses it. It's not a 26-man roster. That's not what's going to win it. It's going to be 50-plus that you're going to need over the course of the season in order to win the championship.
And that's why you have depth. You have depth for times like this where you have injuries, little illness here or there. You have guys that can step in. And that's why we have a bunch of guys that are versatile. Tommy Edman really can play anywhere. Kike, CT3. You have a lot of versatile guys. So if something happens for a day or two, even 10 days on the IL, you have guys in that clubhouse that can step up.
And you know what's really interesting is over the course of a season, we see how tirelessly you have Andrew Freeman, Brandon Gomes, what they're working on. We've already seen like there's trades, and people are going, trades already? And you're seeing guys going on minor. Why are they doing this for moments like this, to create even depth down in there, because they know some of these guys may need to be called upon in order to get there where they need to be.
Well, and through all the adversity, the Dodgers are still off to a 12-6 start. That's a 108-win pace, so things are not all bad here at Dodger Stadium. Right now, let's head back inside the stadium, check in once again with Kirsten. She's got more on the news items of the day. Hi there, Kirsten.
Hi, John, and all of those guys you have mentioned are all trending in the right direction, whether it's Mookie Betts, who of course has been back in the lineup, but he's actually put on even more weight than he started the year with, so he's been feeling really good as of late. But Dave Roberts, he gave the update on Teoscar, who's been out of the lineup today as well as yesterday with that stomach bug. Gave an update on Blake Snell, who's just returning from that shoulder inflammation, and a couple other guys.
Teoscar is here. We'll talk today's baseball. Last one won. Teoscar is back in the house. He's going through a full workout today. My expectation is he'll play tomorrow. I just saw Michael Kopech throw a bullpen today, which was very good. Obviously, today is Landon Knack, and tomorrow will be Bobby Miller.
Did Blake play catch?
And Blake played catch again today, 2 days in a row, and came out of it really well.
Thank you.
Kopech, not sure. More bullpens, but he'll be around with us.
So just focusing on Blake Snell for a minute here, the fact that he's been able to play catch back-to-back days, that's a really good sign for him. Dave Roberts said that they're hopeful that he's probably not going to have to make a rehab start, just maybe face hitters here at Dodger Stadium while the team is on the road. But if he continues to progress, they're hoping that this IL stint can just be that the 15 days, and he's not going to need any more time than that. But of course, they're going to see how he feels with each day and allow him to kind of take control of the conversation and just his timeline as well, guys.
All right, some good news, guys. Getting healthy. Kirsten, thank you very much. Still more to come here on a breezy and chilly evening at Dodger Stadium, but it's always great to be here. Today, an extra special day for all the fans on Jackie Robinson Day. All the fans in attendance getting a replica Jackie Robinson jersey. We've got more ahead. It's the Dodgers and Rockies at the top of the hour. Our injury report brought to you by Keck Medicine of USC. Tony Gonsolin had a rehab start today at AAA Oklahoma City. He went 4 innings, allowed 3 earned runs on 6 hits. He did have 5 strikeouts, throwing 66 pitches, total 43 of them for strikes. By the way, also on the comeback trail, Evan Phillips tossed 1 inning in that game and allowed a couple of runs. It was 70 years ago. Jackie Robinson was actually part of the first ever World Series championship team in franchise history, the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. Tonight, the 2024 World Series champion Dodgers on the 78th anniversary of Jackie Robinson breaking Major League Baseball's color barrier, taking on the Colorado Rockies. Let's send it upstairs to Stephen Nelson and Jessica Mendoza, who join us live for a preview. Hi there, Stephen.
Hey, John, Jay here in Gnomes. Hope to get the chance to visit with you guys in person at some point this series. But just like the 3 of you guys, we're so privileged and honored to be here on this day. Each and every single year in Major League Baseball, April 15th is a date that you circle on the calendar because you know it's a chance for us to celebrate not just the Dodgers icon, a baseball icon, but an American one.
And not just talk about baseball. I mean, that's the beauty. Is so much impact Jackie Robinson had on, you know, not just his race, but on women, on so many that want to break boundaries, that want to do things that no one else has done. And what I appreciate so much about the history of Jackie Robinson is the fact that he didn't just do it on the field. And like so many of the greats, it's what he did outside of the field as well, the rest of his life, how he lived his life, and honestly, the impact that Rachel Robinson had on his life also.
It was good to see Rachel on the other coast at the Jackie Robinson Museum there in New York, and their son David, of course, 2 of their grandchildren are here tonight at Dodger Stadium to help us celebrate. And the Dodgers want to make it a fun celebration, beating the Colorado Rockies and taking this series, Jess, on a less important note.
Yeah, well, I think about, too, like coming off the weekend, I think the biggest conversation was like all the soft contact, the Dodgers hitters, you know, not being able to score early. And then you look at the game last night, first 2 batters. I mean, you're talking 2 runs right off the bat, Mookie and Shohei, 10 hard hits off the starting pitcher, Antonio Senzatella. And it was, I mean, it was a score you kind of expected it to be 15-3 because of the amount of hard hits. So being able to capitalize, of course, on more runners, but definitely the hard contact and the run scoring early was a huge sign for the Dodgers.
John, as we get it back to you, I'll be the first to admit that we in sports broadcasting, sometimes we can get a little mawkish with numbers and stretch a little bit. But looking over the past 7+ years, 56 games between the Dodgers and Rockies here at Dodger Stadium. You want to know how many games the Dodgers have won? 42.
Most of those.
That was an appropriate number
42.
Here on this Jackie Robinson Day.
Well, hopefully they can make it 43 tonight. Stephen and Jessica, thank you very much. We'll see you coming up at 7 o'clock. Well, one of those guys at the top of the lineup for the Dodgers, Shohei Ohtani, in fact, he's been at the top of the lineup every game this year. So that's 18 at-bats. There's 17 other times he's led off an inning. Last night, Jerry, just for the 4th time this year, he had an at-bat with a runner in scoring position. Is there anything Dave Roberts can do? Maybe it's not roster construction, but lineup construction to get Shohei more opportunities, or is it just a matter of the guys at the bottom of the order just got to start getting on base and hitting?
It's the matter of the bottom of the order guys need to get on base, and I understand, I said all the time, nobody understands more than me how hard it is to get base hits at the big league level. But these guys hopefully start to grind out more at-bats and find a way to get on base, because we know the big show, Mookie Betts, Afterman, and Freddie Freeman know how to drive guys in. A guy tonight getting an opportunity to play CT3. Hopefully he gets a chance to do some really good things so he's on base a couple times. But he knows, because we all know how much of a difference maker Shohei is, especially with runners on base.
Listen, I know we're looking at the average there, and that's just the 9th hole. But when you look collectively what the Dodgers have done, 5 through 9 have really been struggling. I mean, their batting average is only about 170. But you know what? We were talking about this last year as well. It seems like it's, deja vu all over again. We're like, man, can some guys get on base for the top of this lineup, and especially Shohei Ohtani? But yeah, these guys collectively have to figure out, how do we find a way to get on base? We talked about, Jerry, all the time, you and I. Batting average matters. The more guys that you have that know how to put the ball in play, can have swing and miss, and batting average, these guys then end up turning the lineup over and get those big studs out there with guys on base.
One quick point, Andy Paz is not used to hitting at the bottom of the lineup. He's not a hitter. After he comes in from defense, he should go right to the batting cage and hit off the tee. Act like you're hitting in the first inning, so when you are up in the second or third inning, that at-bat's not foreign to you.
Another lineup of 42s. This one for the Dodgers. Presented by Honda. Shohei Ohtani, Mookie Betts, and Freddie Freeman. The first 3 on the schedule for the Dodgers. Those 3, along with Will Smith last night, were huge in the Dodgers series opening win. Behind them, Michael Conforto in left, Tommy Edman batting 6th at second. Final 3, Muncy at third, Taylor in center, and Andy Pages in right. Facing a righty and Ryan Feltner, the 28-year-old who's been throwing the ball well out of the gates in 2025.
4-star the season, really effective, kind of continuing where he left off last year. 1.78 ERA in the month of September.
Quickly ahead of Ohtani, 0-2. Shohei last night just was 3 for 5 with a home run and 3 runs scored. And those 2 times he was retired, he was combined handful of feet away from 2 more home runs.
Yeah, at the wall. Both kind of lucky catches. Outfielders colliding because he hit it so high.
This 0-2 pitch. 3 pitches, 3 strikes, and 1 out for Feltner in the first.
Celebrate the culture and traditions of Japan at Dodger Stadium on April 28th for Japanese Heritage Night. Purchase a special ticket package and receive an exclusive Japanese night jersey. Presented by Daiso. Visit Dodgers.com/promotions.
Shohei Ohtani leads off the 3rd inning for the Dodgers, leading 1-0 in Game 2 of the series against the Rockies. One wearing number 42 today, honor of Jackie Robinson, 1947 Rookie of the Year, and the 1949 National League MVP. In the box, player who's won a Rookie of the Year and a few MVPs, including the one last year. His first season as a Dodger. Thankfully, that foot rolled over.
Yep, and that's where he's got that flap over his foot.
Feltner's 2-1. A touch high, 3 balls and a strike for Ohtani.
Everything inside, fastball inside, even through the changeup on the inside part of the plate.
So he has 9 home runs his last 19 games against the Rockies. Count now full. Time now for our Coors Light, beating the pressure. Pressure's on you with 2 strikes against you. Hasn't been anything that's worried Ohtani this year. Having 2 strikes on him, he's batting .302.
3 home runs with 2 strikes. That's impressive. That's when guys usually shorten their swing.
Payoff pitch, low and away. He leads off the 3rd with a walk. Freddie has a first inning single, helping his average climb to .280 on the season. Game number 8 for Freddie. There goes Shohei. A throw from Stallings. Not gonna get him. Stolen base number 5 for Ohtani.
Perfect pitch to go on 2. Change up away. No chance. Stallings. Speed of Shohei. The jump that he got in there easily.
Will Smith at the plate. First pitch swinging high in the air to left. Bean feeling for the wall. He is at the wall. It is gone! Second home run of the season for Smith. 3 more on the board for the Dodgers. It is 4-0.
Will Smith is going right. His ability to get to the inside pitch. His hands stay so tight to his body. Look at this pitch location. This is a sinker running into his hands. I mean, just a beautiful job. Not many right-handed batters can not just get barrel of this pitch, but get it with pop. The slug that he can get because of his arm position on a sinker way in. So impressive. And 1 through 4 continue to stay hot.
Will Smith is now 9 for 12 with 11 RBIs with runners in scoring position this year. Just on an absolute tear. Dodger Baseball on Sportsnet LA is brought to you by Jack in the Box. There's so much free food on the new Jack app. Your wallet's going to miss you. And by your local Kia dealers. Visit kia.com. Discover movement that inspires.
For the Dodgers, designated hitter, Shohei Ohtani.
Jake Bird comes out of the bullpen, inherits the bases loaded, and Shohei Ohtani at the plate. The Dodgers have scored 4 runs in this 3rd inning, 3 on a home run from Will Smith. Muncy, Taylor, and Pajes on the bases. The pitch from Bird, grounded to the right side. Amador with the backhand and flip to end the threat. But the Dodgers hang a crooked number on the Rockies. 5-0 as we go to the 4th.
ジャッキー、ロビンソン、デーという特別な記念日に、ドジャースが誇る侍スーパースター、大谷翔平が再び世界を驚愕させた。この日、指揮官でロバーツが送り出したスタメンには、大谷翔平が堂々のトップバッターとして名前を連ね、その後ろにはムーキー、ベッツ、フレディ、フリーマンという球界屈指の強力打線が控えた。テオスカー、ヘルナンデスが体調不良で2試合連続欠場する中でも、ドジャースの上位打線は完全に火を吹き、圧倒的な破壊力を見せつけた。特に大谷とベッツは揃って豪快な本塁打を放ち、主砲フリーマン、スミスと共に打線の中心を担い、17打数9安打という驚異の記録を叩き出したのだ。まさに世界最高峰の強打者たちが揃ったドジャースの威力が爆発した瞬間であった。この圧巻の活躍についてチームの関係者は、もはや驚くことではないと語ったが、実際に目の当たりにすると、やはり度肝を抜かれるばかりである。特に大谷翔平に関しては、開幕から常にトップバッターとしてチームを牽引しており、今季もリーグを席巻する勢いである。昨シーズンの MVP という栄冠を背負いながら、さらなる高みを目指して邁進するその姿は、まさに生ける伝説そのものだ。しかし、ドジャースにとって試練が全くなかったわけではない。序盤戦においてベッツが体調を崩し大幅な体重減少に苦しみ、 フリーマンはシャワールームでの不運な事故で足首の古傷を再発。スネル投手は肩の不調を訴え、ヘルナンデスもウイルス性胃腸炎に苦しむなど、まさに試練の連続だった。しかし、それでもドジャースは12勝6敗という素晴らしいペースを維持し、チームとしての層の厚さを証明してみせた。こうした困難を跳ね返す原動力こそ、大谷翔平を筆頭にしたスター軍団の揺るぎない存在感である。下位打線がなかなか出塁できず苦しんでいる中でも、大谷はチャンスを逃さず確実に打点を稼ぐ役割を果たしている。これこそがまさに、ヒーローとしての使命感、レジェンドとしてのプライドである。このような圧倒的な活躍により、大谷翔平は改めてその存在の大きさをファンの脳裏に焼き付けた。歴史的な日であるジャッキー、ロビンソン、デーに伝説を刻み、球史にまた新たなページを加えた大谷翔平の姿は、全世界が注目し続けるべき、球界の宝だ。これからも大谷翔平がどんな伝説を紡いでいくのか、一瞬たりとも目を離してはならない。次なる試合も、大谷の活躍に熱い声援を送り続けよう。